One of the best things to do if you're ever in an argument with someone, if you ever have a conflict or there's a disagreement in a connection, a friendship or a relationship, one of the best things to do when there's an argument or a conflict or when energy and emotion comes up where something is triggered within, the best thing to do is to listen, to be present, and to be spacious in yourself, to feel yourself and ask questions. This is one really important key that can really bring a lot of depth and deeper understanding and back to a relational harmony with another person, is when instead of being like in a state of being really triggered or feeling kind of like you close up and used to become defensive or reactive and deflective, this is more like a pain body that's activated, or we can say like our ego or pain body that's interconnected. We start to defend ourselves and deflect because we feel afraid and we close ourselves down. But it's so important in these moments to bring in a deeper dimension of presence and consciousness, to notice when we feel ourselves contracting, and to breathe into that, and then to bring in that spaciousness of inner connection, and then to ask questions like, for example, I'm curious, when you say this, what do you mean by that? Or I'm curious, when you say this, is this really what you mean? Or is there something that you're saying that maybe I'm not willing to see? To bring in a sense of humility of the heart, and also to like bring in a deeper sense of inquiry, because staying open by asking questions and being open to like understand things from different perspectives is sometimes needed. And especially when something's being triggered and we feel a lot of pain and energy or emotion that comes up where we're triggered, that often means there's something, some sort of pain is being touched on within ourselves, even if we don't want to admit it at that moment. We wouldn't feel such a reactivity if we just had a peace and if we're clear within ourselves with this topic that comes up. So it's very important to ask questions, to stay open, to know that the other person is not there necessarily trying to harm us, but they actually touch on something within us that wants to be looked at with the light, and the light of presence and consciousness wants to meet that with healing and gentleness and love as well. So just a small message and a reminder, stay open, ask questions. If you notice yourself getting reactive and defensive, breathe into that. Feel yourself, and then connect to the other person from a place of presence and inner attunement, and ask questions out of curiosity rather than becoming defensive, reactive, and closing down. It's in openness where light can shine. It's in openness where healing can happen. And when our heart is open, that's when we can heal and we can release a lot of pain and release a lot of blockages and heaviness as well that we've been carrying. Sometimes we're not even aware of how much pain we're carrying until a moment of relational moment comes up that triggers something that comes up in that way in relationships and friendships and connections. So I hope this message can be a small reminder. Stay open, ask questions when you're triggered or reactive, and stay open and don't close down. Try your best to stay open in the light of love. Much love to you today.